So if the season ended, we're just going to say the regular season's over, Jeremy. So just pretend like
Okay.
coronavirus hasn't happened and ruined our past 2 months.
Okay.
Who was your MVP?
See, I was thinking about it, and I think I still just have to go with it. And for me, it was between obviously Giannis and then LeBron, but I went with LeBron
I did as
because
well.
I think it's just if you watched some of the Lakers games, and especially when they were going against really good teams, he showed up and he was playing like it's LeBron. Obviously, we expect him to play a really high level, but he was like out to prove more that he's still the best in the league. Like he was playing really well, and he was playing at any position really too. He was guarding the best player again. He was doing everything that you would want, but in his numbers, he was averaging 26, 8, and almost 11 assists per game.
League leading.
Yeah, he's a small forward leading the league in assists. Arguably this year's not as big of a competition pool, I guess, for assists. I wouldn't say most seasons some seasons there's multiple over 10, but this season is a little bit less. But there's still a lot of players who are, and it's in this sort of time frame that we've been in for the past few years. It's a very stat-driven league that everyone's trying to go for those stats. Thanks to Russell Westbrook, I'm pretty sure. But I just take LeBron. I just can't see, especially if it was somehow we fast forwarded the past 2 months and they played out the games. I only think the Lakers would have gotten better. They were just going LeBron and AD were just meshing very well together. That whole team was starting to just catch a fire. And the Bucks are. Giannis is Giannis. But I feel like they just want to switch. I feel like they would switch it up a little bit. I don't know if they would give him 2 years in a row.
Yeah, my argument for why I picked LeBron is that he, despite being in his 17th season, been playing harder competition, being in the West, and changing. Basically, he is the starting point guard for the Lakers this year. He's been under the point guard spot on the starting lineup for a majority of the season. The Lakers had the 6th toughest strength of schedule this season before the season stopped. The Bucks ranked 28th in difficulty in the season. We all know that the Western Conference is much tougher than the Eastern Conference as a whole.
Even more now.
Yeah,
than before.
Like you said, LeBron was averaging the 26, almost 26, 11, and 8.
Yeah.
But also, post All-Star break, he was averaging close to 31, 8, and 9 on a 57% field goal percentage. When Lakers have LeBron off the floor, he has a rating of they have a negative 2.6 rating, but when Giannis is off the floor, the Bucks have a positive 6 rating. This implies that LeBron carries a much weaker team than Giannis does.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like when you compare the lineups, the Bucks have better players in every position. So LeBron versus Bledsoe, you'll take LeBron.
Yep.
I think Avery Bradley and Wesley Matthews are equivalent.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. You could also, unless is Danny Green your small forward is what you're putting him at?
Yeah, I looked up online what who played the most minutes per, in the season and what position to, figure it out. And Middleton and Danny Green, you would take Middleton.
Yep.
I think Giannis and Anthony Davis are basically equal.
I don't know who I'd pick between those two. I don't know if I'd be able to choose between those two. I think both of them are.
I feel like picking one over the other is just saying there's a drastic difference, and I think they're both the two of the best future player stars we're going to have in the league, the faces of the NBA.
They're like the KD, LeBron sort of. They're going to take those two spots. They're just going to move up, and those are going to be the two players.
Mm-hmm. And I like Brook Lopez more than I like JaVale McGee.
Brook has been. I don't know. Brook has just found his spot with the Bucks. Like
once he realized a center could shoot, it changed everything.
Literally, he's a sharpshooter now.
Yeah, he's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league as a center.
Yes.
But yet, you can't stop PJ Tucker. So also the rotation players, I was kind of okay. So when I created this argument, I originally thought that I would see a vast difference in the rotation players. That I only counted the valuable ones for each team.
Yeah,
but I feel like you tell me, and then I'll give you my opinion. So the Bucks' valuable rotation players I have is George Hill, Robin Lopez, DiVincenzo, Connaughton, Ilyasova, and Korver. And the valuable rotation players for the Lakers are Kuzma, Rondo, Markieff Morris, KCP, Howard, and Caruso. Remove GOAT status from Caruso. Which one?
All I'm saying is, if you have Caruso, I think you win regardless. He should be starting.
That's one of the
over
coolest
LeBron.
takes.
But no, I just listen, like hearing from those two. Like I think about it, and I'm like, I always think that the Bucks have the better, like, it sounds like a better team to the Lakers, to be honest. When you hear the names said, like, everyone knows those names, and they should be, like, Dwight is playing arguably one of his better seasons recently.
It's probably his best season since he was in L.A., I guess, or Houston.
Yeah, I mean, Kuzma has had a very, very non-expected season. Like, he is not doing well.
But he's gone through 4 haircuts.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would take just how they chemistry-wise, knowing and watching the games and seeing how they play. The Bucks team is still just a better rotational team. I don't know. How they play, they're just a very chemistry-built team. Mm-hmm. And the Lakers are kind of just like they signed a lot of players. We're just like, we need them, and we want you guys.
They did what? So I think the argument that could be made is that the Bucks rotation players can mostly create their own shot, like Korver, DiVincenzo, Connaughton, Ilyasova. Okay, Ilyasova not so much. The guy can barely move, and George Hill can all create their own shot off the dribble. But when you look at players like Markieff Morris, KCP, and I can't even remember the last time I saw Kuzma take someone in ISO and actually do something impressive.
Yeah, no, I can't.
They're all just like LeBron's pawns, like what we've seen since Miami, where, all right, you're really good. You'll stand in the corner, and I'll get it to you. Just do it. Yeah. Just need to stand there.
Yep. That's literally all they are. That's how LeBron's teams have always been.
Yeah, so
it's always just built around what he can facilitate to.
So, you could argue that the rotation players for the Lakers are better if you want to. My counter would be, are they good by themselves, or do they look better because of the way LeBron makes them look?
That's true. Yeah, no, I still would take, I think, I don't know. Personally, I like all the players more just on the Lakers because I know the players. And, I've always liked Dwight Howard and those type, Kuzma I've liked, but I don't know. The Bucks, with how they play, I still would take the Bucks rotation, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And then when I looked it up, there was this website that ranked what they gave a rating for how they perform in their given role. And a lot of the Lakers players didn't perform too low, but they didn't also perform very high, except for Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard ranked the highest among the bench players in terms of production. But a lot of the Bucks players ranked very highly in terms of their role.
Definitely. That's a tough question, too, between the two bench. That's hard to decide. That's a hard one.